Hey everyone! Welcome to Spillin Thoughts, the go-to place for all things entertainment. You all must have seen the latest trending show, American Nightmare. The series outlines the events related to the kidnapping of Denise Huskins, a woman living in California with her boyfriend Aaron Quinn in 2015. After a strange home invasion results in Denise's kidnapping and eventual release 48 hours later, the couple and their families experience the worst possible outcome. The police department believes they've made the whole thing up. They accuse them of creating a story similar to the plot of the movie Gone Girl, which had just come out the year before. Now, let's start with what was my impression of this documentary. First of all, I really liked how they divided the whole series neatly into 3 parts: the boyfriend, Gone Girl, and the others. Alright, so the first part is the boyfriend. Part 1 starts off with a beautiful video from their memories shot by Aaron, showing both of them on the beach. Immediately followed by a phone call to the police station at 1:53 p.m. on 23 March 2015, just a night after the incident. Amazingly made with the mixing of original call recording and a view of their residency. The makers did a great job at leading one to think of the boyfriend as a suspect, because he's so elaborate and his mention of events before the incident also show a motive. The police also thinks that he is lying and trying to hide his GF's murder because of his statement. Hence, all their investigation is around the theory that he has murdered Denise, and they try to find the body. No one saw anyone, so it must be him. Including interviews of family members and key players, real investigation footage and reenactments of the crime made it a whole package. Unlike my last review, all these details were relevant and made the documentary an interesting watch. Then, around the end, the kidnappers email a proof of life after her father sends an emotional message to Denise through a news channel, and later she gets released. So all the attention shifts to another theory from the police, Gone Girl. This part starts with Denise talking about what happened with her, the kidnapping gone wrong, followed by the rape and how she lost all hope after that. The whole narration and its filming is done so well that you immediately connect with her and her story, and start to feel a lump forming in your throat for her. The kidnapper mentions his associates and how he is part of a group. Meanwhile, police links the story to Gone Girl when she comes back herself. Police think, oh, this is just like Gone Girl. The movie came out a year ago, and it must be the inspiration. This episode connects viewers with a popular story and leads them to think that end would be similar, yet not revealing the real story. You are still thinking whether there is more to the story, because it is made so well, using all the footages and interviews at the right places. Then she tells her lawyer about the threat and the sexual assault, after which they go to give their statements to police. The police conducts a SART exam, and they still don't believe her. Then comes the last part, which is the others. This part is about other cases going on in other places, noticed by another police officer, and how it all gets resolved. By the end, the makers neatly wrapped up the whole case and put a bow tie on it, telling us all we need to know. Now, if you wish to hear my thoughts on this case, keep going, but if you haven't watched it, come back later, because there would be spoilers ahead. All this case revolves around confirmation bias. Denise's lawyer has rightly said this. First, they blame her boyfriend and ignore all other possibilities, even when the kidnapper intervenes himself, and then, when she comes back, they go after the Gone Girl theory. The police fails to ask Aaron's ex, Andrea, why she might be target of a kidnapping, and after Denise comes back home and gives information about the kidnapper, they never interview Andrea again to ask if she knows anyone matching the description. If they did, they would have definitely caught the killer. They don't take fingerprints or try to find out where that CCTV camera came from in Aaron's house, like we see in all the crime thrillers. I am not a detective, but it is seen as common practice in every thriller I've seen or read. Now, I also searched to see if the documentary missed some events after the incident. In 2021, the couple came out with a book about their experiences titled Victim F from Crime: Victims to Suspects to Survivors. Like the documentary, the book talks about the couple's experiences during and after the incident, as well as their lives as parents. The documentary mentioned the additional crimes that Mueller reported. What wasn't mentioned in the series was that in 2022, Mueller was also sentenced to 31 years in jail on state charges of rape and kidnapping, among other charges. This will run concurrently with the current 40-year sentence that he is serving for the federal charges. American Nightmare also did not mention that Mueller fired his attorney and represented himself in court against the couple. Lead detective Matt Mustard is still employed with the Vallejo Police Department. The end of American Nightmare mentioned that he received an award for Officer of the Year in 2015. The docuseries never mentioned that Detective Mustard never got a reprimand or demotion for his botched investigation. Mustard even got promoted to Detective Sergeant in 2018. So that's it from me on American Nightmare. Let me know in the comments below what theories did you have in mind. And do share if you have similar recommendations. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your fellow binge watchers, and subscribe for more content. Until next time, stay entertained.